water topic that I'd like us to take a look at is this has probably been one of the wettest dry seasons we've had in a while. And because of that, we've been dumping into the river, and I know none of us are happy about that. One thing that I'm concerned with is groundwater intrusion into our sewer system. I'd like to see a report where we've examined how much sewage we're treating versus how much water, so that we can get some idea how much additional, because I know there's going to be some intrusion to the system regardless, but I'd like to get a grasp on if that's a problem or whether we're at a normal level. It's information that we haven't really looked at as a council, one way or the other, and I'd like to have some kind of comfort level with that.
Yeah, I think we can give you a report on what we call infiltration of our sanitary sewer for the collection system.
Okay, the reverse 911 report that you got to us, that got under my skin a little bit. 42%. I consider extremely poor, despite what the public information officer for Volusia County thinks is a success rate.
You have to be quiet, please.
I did not have any idea that not only are cell phones affected, which makes sense, but anybody who has digital phone service like Vonage or Bright House, particularly Bright House, are also affected. I really feel like that's something the county should have said. They took over dispatch. This is information where if they're not pulling from their data sources that include those things, we need to know that. So either they need to take a look at that, or they needed to share that with us. Because right now, in your recommendations, you're talking about a public information campaign that we as a city have to engage in. This is not a Port Orange problem. This is a Volusia County
I
problem.
would have to hit you.
The boil water alert was small potatoes compared to what can happen during storm season. And if we can only reach 42% of our residents and businesses because of reverse 911, the way it's set up now, we need to let people know right now how to get in, what they need to do, and if there are other alternative sources so that they can pull data in for Vonage and for Bright House, because those are the two major digital phone providers. And they're not small by any means of imagination. That took me by surprise. The number, I knew that the number was not 100% because of all the people who told me. The fact that it's less than half, I find that astonishing. And that has got to be indicative because the service is the same level of service is given throughout Volusia County. So if this is a public information effort that we need to get out, I think we need to look at the county as a partner and maybe some other municipalities as a partner because we're all in this together. And I don't really want us expending just our resources when others are going to benefit. Uh-oh, Joe's going to talk.
Joe Pozo, Fire Chief. Vice Mayor, we've got a meeting set up for next Tuesday with Kent Donahue and our staff. And we already have an idea of how we're going to do this and what we're going to do. What we're going to try to do is hyperlink from our website directly to the county site, so it's easier for our citizens and businesses to do that sign up. I don't have the numbers of what really. There's no national data that says 42% is good or it isn't good. I know it's not good for this council.
If you're in 58% that doesn't hear about it, they ain't good.
I know it's not good for this council, and our goal is to be able to communicate to our public and get as near 100% as we can, aggregately through a emergency notification system that comes from Volusia County Emergency Communications Center. And the other media communication meetings that we have available to us as a city through our Facebook page and through some other things that we have. So I think when you add all of those up, our goal is to get as near 100% as we can.
Mm-hmm. And I do have to commend our reaction because we did react quickly to try to get the word out. And we were effective with our other medium. But reverse 911 is the quickest, fastest, most effective one we have. And that's the one that failed.
I think we all realize, I think we realized that if you had an unpublished number and you didn't register into the reverse 911,
Yes, sir.
I don't think until we dug into it, did we really understand that when they buy these databases, there's a whole group of folks out there that's not in that database.
Yes, and one of the
that's what we gotta
pieces,
fix.
and one of the other pieces is, I think the common term is reverse 911, but it's actually an emergency notification system. It doesn't utilize 911 numbers that actually go in because those are protected as well.
Sure.
It's just that's a common name for it. So I think another piece that we will do is make sure the public understands that it's an emergency notification system, one tool in our toolbox as a city to notify them.
It's a terrific tool. I don't only just want to make it easy for people to sign up, but we need to get the word out, whether it's in water bills, website, anything that we can look at, other media. And I'd like us to look for some partners to do it, because this is just, like I said, it's not just a Port Orange problem. And it's particularly since our emergency management, we're linked to our neighbor cities, and they're linked to us. So we definitely.
We'll
need to
have
look
that
at it.
wrapped up, and then I will just briefly, I'll send a quick note to the manager to send to you on what our plan is, and we'll have that done by next week.
Thank you.
One of the things I discussed, I got a call from a lady that I know in the first game that Stetson had, where they had the lightning and they had to leave because of